Hey, good morning, Info Not Wars. Thanks for joining us today. Got a pistol here. This is a Smith & Wesson. Now, this is what they refer to as a K-frame. This is a Model 12-3. They made some different iterations of this, of course, barrel length and so forth. This is a 38 special. This is the air weight, so it's the aluminum frame, steel cylinder, hammer, trigger, and barrel, of course. It's opening day of gun season, so you may hear some banging in the background. Anyway, I've never shot this before. I've always liked this little pistol. It was kind of a bedside deal for my grandparents, and so we want to shoot this thing today. I did want to show you a couple of things. That the only thing that I found, so the pinned barrel is supposed to be some, I don't know, something that collectors, I guess, look for. This does not have that. So the 12-2 did, and the stamp of the Smith & Wesson, the roll mark or whatever you want to call that, is on the opposite side on the 12-3. So that's the only thing that I can see that's different. It still has the serrated trigger, hammer spur. Obviously, it is not blued. It is the frame, of course, is blued or painted, maybe, I guess. And then the trigger and the hammer have the old, I call it the Colt blue, where, hell, I don't know what it's called. This is so dumb. What is that called? Yeah, a brain freeze. I can't think. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a close-up. This is a really fine example of, let me do that. There we go. It may focus now. And this is supposed to be the original grip panels, but just a very nice little small revolver. Now, there we go. Now, one thing I like about this is you can put it in your back pocket, and it conceals very well. You've got just a very little bit that a t-shirt would lay over, and so obviously the only thing that you would have to be concerned about is the hammer catching, trying to get that out in a hurry. It has a very, by today's standards, a very long, heavy trigger pull. However, in the single action, when it's in single action, the trigger is very, very light. It's what I would consider a hair trigger. So more for if you need to shoot the button on the shirt and not just the shirt type of trigger. This obviously is 6 rounds, and it's got your little plunger here. I call that plunger, extractor, I don't know, whatever that you need to get the old shells out with. The lockup on it's very nice. So if you can find one of these, and I've looked around on Gunbroker just to see what they're selling for, and if I thought it would be worth it to let you guys know, hey, you may want to pick one of these up. Nobody listens to me anyway. But if you want something that's nice and light, something that, you know, hey, I'm just going to throw in my pocket. I'm not going to get all dolled up and, you know, with all of my gear and run into Kroger to get some Cheese Whiz for my crackers. I shouldn't say cracker. That's not politically correct anymore. For my saltines. You know, this is something you could just throw in your pocket and run into the store, run out. And so hopefully the EBT cards are working by then. Okay, so we're going to shoot this, and I've got a target set up here. I'm going to shoot it at about 3 yards, which obviously when these things were issued and or bought, it was more for either deep concealment, basically, you know, at point blank range, certainly within the 3 yard threshold. Obviously, you can shoot these further. I believe I saw Bob Munden shoot something similar to this at over 100 yards, maybe. It was just, but the guy obviously was, yeah, that's Bob Munden, and I'm not. Now, so I'm going to step back. I'm going to shoot this a few times. Let's just shoot it 6 times. Now, one thing about it you'll notice is the the handle on this, obviously when you go to grip it, there's not a whole lot to stop the recoil, and this is going to be pretty snappy, and you don't want to get your fingers up in this area here, you know, so like a normal gun you would come across, you don't want to get your booger hooks in front of that, because it might shorten your booger hook, and if you're still using those for that, you're going to need as much length on your booger hook as possible. We've gone way too far. Okay, let's just shoot this, see how it shoots. I'll give you a quick impression real quick. I know this thing's going to be loud as all get out, so if you will focus on the target here, or it doesn't matter. Hang tight. Oh, I'll step this off. So that's about 3 yards. Okay, so that's 6 rounds. That's easily, you know, the size of a fist at 3 yards. Now, I was shooting that. I don't know where that is. Oh, there it is. Sorry. So that was, you know, 3 yards. Now I was shooting it as I was cocking the hammer, so obviously the trigger pull is much better. I'm going to shoot it 6 more times, and I'm going to shoot it double action instead of single action, so more in a case of self-defense and not, hey, hang out there for a second, let me cock my pistol and get my sights just right. That's never going to happen. So let me put 6 more rounds in it, and we'll shoot some more. At least 6. Oh, these are Monarch, by the way. These are a hollow point design. I don't know if you can see that. A hollow point design. You do not want to shoot plus P ammo, so I had somebody give me some reloads. No thanks. You do not want this thing having to come apart in your hand, and so if you do go to buy one of these and they're you know, obviously light and it's the air weight, you want to take a real good look at the frame and inside and so forth, because if somebody has shot, you know, plus P ammo, there is a chance that the frame is damaged. So just take a look at it, and a lot of times you can see a gun, and if it's been abused or taken care of, you can see that right away. So let's shoot it 6 more times and about the same distance, and see what we get. Okay, well, the trigger is, wow, that's it's not something that you're going to want to go and target practice with. You want to be good with it, proficient I should say, but it's not something that you're going to want to go out and really enjoy shooting. That's a terrible trigger, but it's for self-defense. It's not for target practice and going and making super accurate shot. So again, about 3 yards, and you know, maybe the size of 2 fists, something like that. So not looking for the button on the shirt, just trying to stop any type of threat. Smith Wesson Model 12-3, 12-2. I think this one was made 77 to 82, somewhere in that neighborhood. But fantastic little revolvers. Again, just get one case hardened. Case hardened, that was the word I was looking for. Case hardened trigger and hammer. So just a really nice looking little pistol. Again, something very simple, You pull the trigger, it goes bang. So in any case, thanks for watching. If you don't mind subscribing, that'd be fantastic. Have a great day. Hey, good morning, Info Not Wars. Got a couple of other little pistols. I'm going to do them individually, but just wanted to let you know there's going to be two. This is stupid. This is dumb. Ay, ay, ay. Okay.